Hello, Dr. Sean. How you going?
Yeah, good. Very well, thank you.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
14th of February. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone out there. Look, very exciting day today. It's Monday. It's the start of our Heart Health Week. We're tying it into Valentine's Day, everything about the heart. I suppose we're not going to go everything red, but if you come into the practice, we've got red balloons up around everywhere and signs and everything. It's looking pretty great, isn't it? We're going pretty well. So what's on, what are we talking about today?
All right, so as I think most people know by now, we're doing the treadmill on Saturday. So this is going to be a marathon that we're running as a team. So people are doing 10, 20, half an hour, and we'll have someone running all the time throughout the morning. So we'll be here working, but I think you're kicking off 8 o'clock. And then
I'll sort of start at 8.
Yeah.
And then get changed, get into it.
Yeah, and then I'll jump in after. I think Kimmy's jumping on just after you. I'll be there after the shift at just after 12 o'clock. So that's going to be good fun.
We've got a good lineup. We've got a good lineup of people who are coming in and being part of that team marathon. There's still spots available. Please contact us if you want to be part of that. We're going to have fun. We're going to have, we're going to have a table out there. We'll have some, I don't know, I'm thinking muffins and cakes and things like that, Doctor, but I don't know, we've probably got to have some health.
All the good stuff to help with running a marathon.
We'll definitely be having some OPC3, so people can have some of that just to help with their circulation. We'll get quicker times, I reckon. And that's no joke. You've actually got a research article that you're going to talk to us about today later on that shows how that improves.
Well, I reckon you've led me into it pretty well with that. So let's talk about that now. That was
let's
perfect.
Go for
it. A study that we've known about for a few years and we've talked about in the past as well, but it blows my mind how good this study is. They had 8 weeks of training for triathletes. So they split the group and they had half the people just going through the 8 weeks of training. They ran, they did the triathlon at the start, had a look at their times, trained for 8 weeks, and then did another triathlon, had a look at their times. And then they also looked at the recovery, so how sore they were afterwards, how long it took to recover, how much cramping they got, things like this. So half of the group did it just the training, and the other half did the training, but also took 100 milligrams of the Pycnogenol, the OPC. Yeah,
like that one. Yeah.
So that would be 4 serves a day of that OPC.
4 serves the study was done actually on tablets. So it was tablets, not necessarily a powder. Better availability. Bioavailability is better if you take it in a powder mixed in the correct amount of water. So that's something to sort of to understand as well.
Yeah, so wouldn't need quite as much of the powdered version as the tablet version. But so what they found after the 8 weeks, the group that just did their training, they improved by 4.6 minutes off their time.
That's pretty good.
Which is not bad. That's pretty good for 8 weeks of training. The group that took the Pycnogenol every day improved by 10.8, so nearly 11 minutes.
Yeah, wow.
So almost 3 times off their time, which is massive. And then they found that they had less cramping, they recovered quicker, less muscle soreness. So yeah, quite a dramatic study.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I love these types of studies too, because it really shows how it improves circulation. And really, health has circulation has a huge part to play. But if we're doing exercise, circulation is going to help not only with the performance while the exercise is happening, but it's going to help with recovery as well. So if we recover quicker, not only can one feel better and function better, but they can actually train harder or train more. And then not only that, if we have better blood flow, we can push further and push harder. So
absolutely.
Really day to day, even when we're sitting in an office or, not doing exercise, having better blood flow is going to be, very, very important for brain function, muscle function, joints, ligaments, everything. So this is why these types of studies are awesome. This is why we get such great results. I had someone I was speaking to yesterday who came into the practice, and I saw them for the first time last week. And they started taking this because they did have a bit of extra inflammation that we wanted to tend to. And he came in and he said, yeah, it's good. He actually has more energy. We hear that a lot, don't we? So absolutely fantastic. So that's an awesome study. So I'll actually post a link to that study in this post as well, and just some of the wording of that paper too, or just the results, just if people want to read it. Also, Dr. Sean, you have for us. Okay, what's better? I've got a question for you. What's better for heart health, cardio or strength training?
So yeah, as much as we are running a treadmill marathon this weekend, we should mention that the strength training is also amazing for improving heart health. So you do want to get a balance of both. There's quite a few studies out there where they compare. The one that we've got up in the clinic at the moment, I think you're going to link
one up here. This is it.
Yeah, it's just here. So I wrote this up actually. It was looking at this study, and they compared what the difference was between people who were doing high intensity training, people who were doing strength training, and then they had people who were doing a mixture of both. And then they also looked at a group of people who just did some nutrition and didn't really do much movement. But yeah, they found improvements in heart health in all three groups who were doing movement. And just as long as you're moving, you're getting improvements. But what they found was that the people who did the high intensity stuff and the cardiovascular stuff, they were getting improvements in their respiratory and cardiovascular system. And the people who were doing the strength training were getting improvements in how their blood vessels were actually functioning. So how well the blood vessels were dilating. So definitely an advantage to getting a good balance of both, but you can't go wrong with either.
Interesting results, interesting. But a surprise? I don't think much of a surprise.
Nah.
No?
I think everybody knows that, you got to keep the body moving, and whether you're doing strength training or cardio training, you're going to get better heart health.
Yeah, but it's just encouraging. It is really encouraging that it is being researched, and not that we just think it happens. It's great that it actually is getting tested, and it does, and the results show that it is positive. So just comforting, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So very, very well done on all the research today, which is awesome. We'll get at a few more things through this Heart Health Week. So very exciting week for everyone here. At home, get a bit of motivation, I think. Weather's still good, days are still long. Let's get some exercise in. Any final comments, Dr. Sean?
We'll see you all on Saturday for the treadmill marathon.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well done on the research through this week. As always, take care of yourself out there. Any questions on any of this research or heart health or anything like that, health in general too, please contact us. Dr. Sean is available. I'm available also. Until then, have a good week, and we'll speak to you next time. Bye for now.